Alright, so to get started today, we are going to be working in Command. So right now I am at agent.kw.com. This is the sign-in page for Command. And your login information is the same as your MyKW username and password. So I'm just going to go ahead and get signed in, give you guys a moment to do that as well. And once I do that, it's going to bring me into my Command dashboard. Before we get started in Sketchhouse or Lead Accelerator, I just combined the two, we are going to go into our settings to make sure everything is good to go. All of our information is up to date for our marketing materials, and we also want to make sure our integrations for the Lead Accelerator are set up as well. So we're going to go up to the top right. You'll see probably your photo and your name up here, so we'll click on that. And I'm going to click on Settings. Alright, this brings us into our command settings and first to the applications page. This is where you can manage all of your integrations for Command. If we scroll down, you can see up at the top we have our connected apps, and I'm going to point out just a few that are important for what we're going over today. So for Lead Accelerator, up here we can see our Facebook is connected, so we can connect our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram will come over with Facebook for post scheduling. So within the Lead Accelerator there is actually it's like a Hootsuite type feature where you can schedule social media posts. So you'll want to make sure that those are connected. MailChimp also important. So if you're sending out any emails or email campaigns through Command, you will need your MailChimp account connected. And as we're scrolling down now, we're seeing the accounts that are not connected. So for example, here's Twitter for post scheduling. All you would need to do to connect these is click the teal Connect Account button, and it basically just walks you through a login page, and you just log into your account and then that will be linked to Command. So Facebook, Twitter, MailChimp, just going to point out some other ones. Also for this section for Facebook, Twitter, and Google AdWords, in the Lead Accelerator there's also an ad manager, so you can set up Facebook ads, Twitter ads, Instagram ads. So you will want to make sure that these are connected as well. So you'll just go through here. If you are going to be running ads on Facebook through Command, you'll want to go here and connect these accounts. So those are the main ones I'm going to point out for today. So once those are good to go, we also want to make sure that our contact information and marketing information is up to date. So I'm going to go over to the left under Connect Settings and click on that. And you can see once that expanded, there is now an option for the marketing profile. I'm going to go ahead and click on this. Alright, so this is all of your information that is going to appear on your marketing materials within Command. So we definitely want to come here first so we don't have to update things individually on each piece that we create. So up at the top you can see your photo, place for your photo, place for a team logo, and then details down below. So anything with this little red star would be required. Of course you want to make sure your name is in here, and then you can add in extra things like license number, team, designations or credentials, a bio if you have that. We do need a mobile number and an office number. It would be good to have your email, website, and then this is your market center information. Please make sure that you put in your office address and not your personal address. Down at the bottom we do have options for social media links. So if you have business pages for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, what have you, add those in. We do recommend creating a separate business account for these, so a business page for Facebook, not your personal profile. And then your branded app link. So if you have any trouble finding this information, figuring out what your app link is, or figuring out what your Facebook URL is, just reach out to us. We can definitely help you figure out what those are and help add those in. So once you have this all filled out and good to go, you can click Save, and that will update right away. So we are going to jump over to Sketchhouse first. From this page, I'm going to go over to the left to this toolbar. You can see all these different icons for the different parts of Command. And for Sketchhouse, if you highlight this little logo that kind of looks like a pad and pen, it says Designs, and click on that. That's going to bring us into Sketchhouse. Alright, so this first brings us into our design templates. You can scroll through here and see different designs that you have made. They are categorized by email, landing page, social, and print. So you can go through and see different things that you've created in the past. If you wanted to create something new, you can click on this plus sign down at the bottom right. And we have different options for the templates again, whether you want to make an email piece, a landing page, a social post, or a print piece. I'm going to go ahead and make a social post for today. So I'm going to click on social and then choose Create Template. So on my account that I'm currently in, I'm in Scott's account. He is not an agent. So what it's trying to do is, if I was making a social post for a listing, it's trying to basically go into this new KWLS and allow me to choose my listing so it could pull the information into that marketing piece I'm creating. But I think because Scott doesn't have an MLS set up, since he's not an agent, it always shows 0. So when this happens, I think all I do is just click out of it. Yeah, I just clicked out. Oh no, it logged me out. I just clicked out and it is now, I'm going to sign back in. Okay, now it's taking me over to WeBrand. So if it does that, you just need to sign in again and it will reroute you to the page you're actually supposed to go to. But once I clicked on that social media template and I said choose template or whatever that button said, it brought me over to a different site called WeBrand. So this is a really great tool for you guys. Through WeBrand, they have all these beautiful templates for, like I said, print material, emails, and then these social media posts. So let's say I wanted to create an Instagram post for my new listing. So over here on the left, you can choose what type of template you'd like to create. They have everything from holiday greetings to for sale, just listed, open house, event invitations, lots of great stuff in here. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like for holiday, they still only have summer. I really want to see like what fall holiday greetings they're going to have in here. I'm sure it's going to be something really cute. So I'm just going to do, maybe I have a new listing and I would like to do a just listed Instagram post. So I'm going to choose just listed over here on the left, and then it gives me different options for Facebook, Instagram, Instagram stories, LinkedIn, and Twitter. So I'm going to do Instagram today. And I can go in and choose whichever template I like. I'm going to highlight this one and click Use Template, and that's going to bring me in. Alright, so now basically we can just go through and edit this piece. So what I did was I pulled up an agent's website and found the listing that I'd like to advertise. This is beautiful. So now I can go over here and just start to swap out this information. So, oh, I don't have a logo. Let's see if I have a logo. Oh, here's one. So over here on the left, you can see your library of images that you have uploaded before. So I'll just go ahead and choose this logo. I don't know. Oh. So I'm still figuring out the best way to switch out these photos. Sometimes I get it a little mixed up. So for this one, I would like to change out this logo. So let's see. I think I'm just going to click on this and hit delete. And then when I go over here to the left, if I click on this logo, it'll bring it over. Sometimes replacing images, I just get it a little mixed up from time to time. But there we go, I added in my logo. Let's go ahead and add in the street name, and I'll show you guys uploading a new image to add in for this background. This one is, and I'm just clicking on this, and it basically just becomes like a word processor where I can go in and change out the text. This is 1045 Alice Springs Circle, Spring Hill, Tennessee. What is the zip? 37174. Alright, and now I want to go ahead and make this bigger so it can all fit and look pretty. So basically, you guys, I'm sure, get the gist. You basically just click on things and you're able to move them, edit them. We can change the text, we can make things bigger or smaller. Let's say I want to make this text size a little bit bigger. There we go. So now let's swap out this photo. So let's see. This is my photo. I do want to add a new photo to my library first. So I'm going to click Add to Library. All right. And now, so it has this broken down by images and backgrounds. So I think you can only add in 4 images or 4 backgrounds at a time, it looks like. I think this is technically a background, so I'm just going to click on this little box here with the plus sign. That's just like a space holder for another image that I can add in. I already have my image saved to my computer, so I'll go ahead and choose that. There we go, there's our house. And I'm going to exit out. So now I believe what I can do is, if I click on this, this is the photo that I'd like to replace, and then come over here and highlight this image. This is the one I'd like to use. This little, kind of looks like the recycle symbol, like a couple arrows going around in a circle. That is actually the replace image button. So if I click on that, there we go, it swapped out my photo. And that is probably not the best photo because this is a square post and this house is pretty big. So you'll just have to play around with that and find a photo that works better for you. I'm not going to go through all of these, but this house is beautiful. But you can mess around with this, change the size, crop it however you see fit. But basically I've gone through and updated all the information, changed out the photos. This looks beautiful. Up here I'm going to change the document name. So I'll say 1045 Alice Springs just listed Instagram. You can call that whatever you want, and then I'm going to click Save, and this will be saved to my library. I can now come back to this if I need to. And then all I need to do is go over here and hit the download button. And it gives you options, JPEG, PNG, PDF. Obviously if you're doing a flyer or something you're going to print, you'll want to do PDF so you get a really nice high quality document or image. For Instagram, I don't think it really matters if you do PNG or JPEG. I'm just going to choose JPEG, go up to the highest quality so it looks nice and crisp, and click Start Download. Alright, this saved to my computer, and now we can see once I pop this open. There we go, it gave me this beautiful image, and now I can upload this to my Instagram account and post it. So lots of great templates on here to give you like a really nice, beautiful branded pieces to make your social media just rockin'. So I'm going to hit the back button. I think we actually might just have to go back into Command. Yeah, because it made me log in. So let's see if it will bring me back into Command by hitting back. I'm just going to go back to and type in agent.kw.com. So back over in Designs in Sketchhouse, you guys can play around with that more, but there are different templates for emails, landing pages, social media posts, and print. Like I said, what was the website to get preset? Okay, so what I did, it's called WeBrand, but you access it through Command. So even though it took me to a different website, right now I am just in this design section of Command, and when I click the plus sign and choose, let's do print this time, and then create template, it does bring up this weird page, but once I click out of it, there we go. It brings me into kw.webrand.com. I don't know if you have like an individual login for this because it just pulls you in through Command. So I would say always go through Command first, and then you can access all these different templates. So these would be different print templates. So lots of beautiful stuff in here. I'm just going to go back to Command, go to agent.kw.com, and we'll touch on making emails through Sketchhouse as well when we go into the lead accelerator. So right now I'm back just on the home page of Command. And now I'm going to go into the lead accelerator. So over here on the left, they changed the names recently. So this little megaphone icon, if we click on that, it says campaigns. That's going to bring us into the lead accelerator. So I'm going to click on that logo here. Alright, so there's lots of different things you can do within this section of Command. It first brings us to the paid campaigns. So I do want to point out that these campaigns, the paid campaigns and the emails, are different from eEdge. So this section that actually says campaigns, this is for running advertising campaigns through Instagram, Twitter, Google AdWords, what have you. This is different from those email campaigns, the free email campaigns in eEdge. Just want to make that known. But if you are setting up a paid campaign, you can do that through Command. You will want to go up here to the payment information first if you are going to do this, just so they make sure they have an up-to-date credit card on the file, because you do have to pay for it. On this page you can see it's going to give you information about the campaigns you currently have running. You can see all of your campaigns down below. We have 4, but they're all in the draft status. If they were live, you could see more information about how long they were running, how many clicks and leads you got, the total amount of money spent, and so on. So this is where you can see all of your current campaigns. If you wanted to create a new advertising campaign, you would go up to the top right and click Create New. Alright, it gives us the option here to choose what type of campaign: a social ad, a Google ad, a social post, direct mail, or email. These are different, so our options here, if we were doing the campaign, would be either social ad or Google ad. I'll just choose social ad. We're going to set up a Facebook ad today. And now we can enter our campaign name. You can call this whatever you want. I would probably call it something related to whatever you're advertising. So in this case, we're going to advertise a listing. So I will say 1045 Alice Springs. And what is your goal? I'm going to choose advertise listing. And then down below, if I scroll, where will your campaign run? So I did find this out recently. Make sure that you choose, basically you can't, once you choose these options and you start the campaign, you can't go back and add, like say I chose Facebook and I say, oh, I want to do Instagram too. Once I've started this, I can't go back and add on Instagram. So make sure you're choosing everything up front. If not, you'll just have to start over, which is not a big deal either. But I'm choosing to run this campaign on Facebook, and I'm going to click Set Up Campaign. Alright, so this is giving me that KWLS page again. I'm just going to exit out of here because Scott doesn't have any listings right now. I believe for other agents who have MLS set up, that page should be working. So if you are an agent and you are trying to create marketing materials or run ads, what have you, for your listings, I believe that page will actually start to work and pull up different things through the new KWLS. So, but for us, we just exited out of there, and now we're on this page to review and customize our campaign. Basically, all you do is you go through these steps on the left. It's going to walk you through, and then it'll start to build your ad, and you can see it here on the right. So number one, you can see the box or bubble is already checked, the name and goal. If I did want to edit that, I could open this back up, make changes, and click save. Now we're going to go into listing. So for me, I'm actually going to skip this because I'm not able to select any listings here, but that's okay because I can manually add in the listing information myself. So I'm going to go into add copy and start to enter information. So enter the headline. I'm going to say gorgeous new listing in Spring Hill. You can see that stuck that down below. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and change this. Under main, I'm going to put this as my main copy because I want this up at the top. But you can decide whatever works best for you. And you know, honestly, this may... You can switch this around and see, see what works best. I'm going to go back into add copy. What I would probably do, let's see, the headline. So the headline, it puts it down at the bottom, so this is going to be shorter. And then under main copy, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in the property description. Hopefully this is not too long. Oh, it is. Okay, so I'm actually going to take this out. So under main copy, I would probably put, oh, it's just too long altogether. I would just put in a little blurb about the property or whatever you're advertising. So I'm just going to cut this down and make it a little shorter. Is that still too long? I'm just trying to cut this down a little bit so I can, there we go. All right. So my main copy, I put in just a little blurb about the property description. And you know what, for the headline, I am going to say gorgeous new listing in Spring Hill. But you can see as you're starting to build this over on the right, you can decide what works best for you. And however you want this ad to look is how you can choose to build it. So I added in my headline and my main copy. I'm going to click save. And now if I go into Facebook, I can add in more information. So at the beginning of class, we did go into that integration section and connect our Facebook. So here it's showing I can choose the Scott Leroy account. That's where I'm going to post this ad. You can choose for ad type whether you are trying to generate awareness or a Facebook lead. Now we can add in the ad content. You can add in a photo or a video. I'm going to upload a photo of the property, so I'm going to click on this little image here, this plus sign, and that's going to allow me to choose the photo off my computer. Oh, that's not the one I want. I don't want to put in, I mean you could put in that Instagram image as well. I just want to put in a regular image of the photo. You guys can decide what works best for you. It asks about the targeting, if we want to target our database or set a custom audience. You do have the option to do that as well. You can target people by their location and also by their interests. So sometimes this, yeah, so this maybe isn't fully working at this time. Again, I don't know if it's because Scott's not an agent and maybe some things aren't like fully hooked up on his account. But you should be able to go in and choose the location of where you'd like to run this ad. This one is in Spring Hill, so I would probably do within 20 to 40 miles of Spring Hill to target people in that area who may want to buy this home. You can also add in interests. I'd say, you know, if this is in like a golfing community or something like that, you could add in golf as an interest, so target golfers within 20 miles of Spring Hill, things like that. So whatever you're trying to advertise, you do have the option to target people based on their interests and based on what might pull them to their listing. So you would add that information in here. But once this is good to go, we can click save. Oop. I'll just say, okay, since I don't have the this may not let me do this. So now it's saying, oh, it doesn't like this. Advanced? Okay, I'm going to turn off the advanced targeting because you could see that it was a little glitchy at the moment. So I'm just going to turn that off and click save. Oh my goodness, what? Okay, it doesn't like this Facebook account, I think, that is connected. Let's see. Oh, I don't want to connect mine. So I apologize. I have done this before in class, and I'm not sure if there's just an error. I know things have been a little glitchy the last day or so, but I'll just go ahead and, chug along like this is working. So as long as your account is connected, you shouldn't have an issue. We sometimes have issues because we do have so many Facebook accounts. Because we manage for people. So as long as yours is chosen and you've gone through, it should allow you to click save. I'm going to go into the add destination link. Alright, so for this one specifically, I'm going to pull up the page on my website that this listing is on. So I went to, let's say this was my site, I went to my website and looked up the listing as if I was viewing it, as if I was a client. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that link and put that in as the URL. So if somebody was looking at this ad and they wanted to get more information, they could click on this and they will be brought to this page on your website to learn more about the listing, and then hopefully they'll contact you and they'll come in as a new lead. So link description, you could be coming home to this. I'll just say, I'm just going to use that line. You could be coming home to this. There we go. You can see our ad is being built over here on the right. And then there's a Facebook link button. That's where they would click to go to whatever URL. We have the option for learn more, sign up, contact us, or apply now. I'm going to leave that as learn more and hit save. Now budget and duration, you can choose how long you would like to run this ad. They suggest at least a week but no longer than a month. I think the minimum is $1 a day. So I'm just going to leave this on 10 days, but you can go in here and click different dates on the calendar. And then I'm going to say my total is $10. So I only want to spend $10. That'll be $1 a day, and that'll start running. So I'm going to click save. This isn't going to allow me to publish this, but I think it'll maybe let me save as a draft. As long as everything is good to go in here, you see your proof over here on the right, you can hit publish campaign and this will start running. I don't actually want to do that today, so I'm going to click save as draft. And now we can see my listing is here. So like I said at the beginning, if this was running, it would show you more information about basically how this ad is doing. But this is where you can go to create those ads and manage them. I'm going to jump over to emails. So right now I'm on paid campaigns. I'm going to click on emails at the top. Alright, so this is a little, let's see. Okay, so it looks like, okay, so this is a little more similar to the email campaigns in eEdge, but they are set up differently. So they do call these email campaigns in Command, but it's not like eEdge where it's a whole series of emails. Basically in Command, you're setting up individual one-time emails. So I'll just go through that, kind of walk you guys through it and show you. On this page we can see down below, looks like I created one for this listing before on August 9th. So you can see any emails that you've created in the past. You can see the status, whether they are a draft or they have sent. If it had sent, you could see how many people opened it and clicked it, how many bounces, the date it was sent, things like that. Let's see if I can delete this one. I'm going to archive this campaign just so we're not confused because I ironically pulled up the same listing. So if I wanted to create a new email campaign in Command, I'm going to go up to the top right again and click Create New. And this time I'm going to choose Email. Alright, and now pretty straightforward. It just walks you through creating the email. So up at the top you have a campaign goal. You can choose whatever one of these works best for you. I'm going to say advertise listing. Campaign name. I'm going to just call this the property again. I'll do a just listed for this property. So I'll do 1045 Alice Springs just listed. Select account. This is going to be which email this is sent from. So this is for these campaigns, they do send to your MailChimp lists. So you do want to make sure that your MailChimp account is linked and you have your contacts in MailChimp. So under To, this is who we're sending this to. So when I click on this drop down, it shows me these are actually my MailChimp lists. So I can choose whichever one. I'll do SLM test. Oh, there's nobody in there. Oh no, is this not working? Okay, there we go. Alright, so I chose my contact list. Like I said, these are pulling from MailChimp. Who this email will be from. You want to enter your name, maybe your team name, what have you. And then where the replies will go to. You want to make sure whatever your preferred business email is going in here. The subject. This is going to be the subject of the email. I'm going to just use my same line I've been using. Gorgeous new listing in Spring Hill. And then content. So now we are going to apply a design and add in actually like the body of this email. So I'm going to click Apply Design. So in Sketchhouse today we just went through and created a social piece, but there are actually, I think I pointed out there were email pieces in there as well. So if you have already created an email piece, maybe you went to Sketchhouse first and chose an email template, that would be here right now. So up at the top we have two options. We can look at KW templates, so these are brand new templates we can create from scratch, or my templates. So these would be saved pieces. So maybe you went to Sketchhouse first and created an email piece, like a just listed piece. You would come here, switch this to my templates, and you could search for that specific piece you've already made. But since I didn't make one today, I'm going to go over to KW templates and we're going to create one together. So it says choose email template. You can see all these different options here. I'm going to choose, let's see, just listed. I'll do a just listed red. So I'm going to click on that template. And now on the left you can see a preview of what this email is going to look like, and basically all you do is you go through on the right and fill in the information. So all of this is already in there from our marketing profile, the agent details, so our office information, contact info, our photo and logo. I'm going to add in dashes here. And as you're working on this, I think if you click Update Preview, you can see it added in those dashes on my phone number. And now we want to add in the property details. So again, if your KWLS is working, you would be able to click Select Property and it'll just plug in this information for you. So all these things with the like percentage symbol, that means it would be automatically plugged in from the KWLS. Since we don't have that option here today, I'm just going to go ahead and start to manually add this in. Right now I'm just adding in the address of the property. And like I said, it's pretty straightforward. It just walks you through and you fill in, basically answer all the questions that it's asking for what they need on this piece. I'm going to add in a property photo by clicking here. And it's all pretty similar to things I've done before. So the nice thing is they make it pretty easy and just walk you through it. Okay. So I added in my photo. You can see it hasn't updated yet, but I'm going to click Update Preview up at the top. And you can see it's starting to build this beautiful email piece for me. So it's plugged in the photo. Property information. Oh, I guess I don't need that $ there. Year built. Let's get some more information about this. 2014. Wow, this is a huge house. Do we need, yes, you do. For the email campaigns, they are sent through MailChimp. So you do need to make sure your MailChimp account is hooked up, is set up and linked to Command. So I've added in all the information. You can see it put together this beautiful email. And now that I have all these questions basically answered on the right, everything's filled in, looks good to go. I'm going to click Apply Design. And there we go. So one thing I will say, let's preview this. This is what it would look like on a phone. Oh, looks a little funky. So I would go through and just make sure you're not missing anything. So for example, on this one, I think because the KWLS is not working for Scott's account, you can see it says enter property description here. But one thing I noticed is when we were actually in the design, I don't have a place to add in the property description. So just be mindful of that. One thing to note about Command is it's still very new and they're still rolling things out and making sure everything is working fully. So this might not be the best example because there are some things that are missing from this. For example, that property description. I think if you were to choose a listing from KWLS, it would pull that over. But unfortunately for Scott's, since I'm manually adding this in, they are missing that box for the property description. So just keep an eye on that. Look at the different templates. Find something that works best for you, but definitely come in and double check the preview of it because you don't want to send this out and have it have this weird space that says enter property description. So just make sure you have everything you need on there. I'm going to exit out of this. But let's say, for example, this was all good to go. Beautiful, all of our information's in there. All you would need to do now is click send, and that'll get sent out to your list. I don't actually want to send this right now, so I'm going to click save as draft, which you can do if you want to save this and send it at a later date, you can. So those are the email campaigns in Command, as you can see. Different from the eEdge campaigns, but still awesome, beautiful templates in here. So this is how you can create an email template, an email campaign, and send it out to your database. They do have the option to create direct mail pieces in here. I'm not going to go through that today, but these would be paid postcards that you can send out. And now lastly, before we wrap up today, we're going to go into social posts. So this is similar to like a Hootsuite type program. Basically, you can schedule out your social media posts for your real estate business. We do recommend doing this. This is something that we do as well. If you are running social media, and you should be for your business, you can actually set that up and manage it through Command. We always recommend maybe sitting down on a Sunday, taking an hour or so, setting up all your posts for the week, scheduling them, and then you can go into your week knowing that everything has been set up and will go out as planned. So right now I'm on the social post page. I can see my calendar over here on the right. Over here on the left, it does list the different days of the week and then any posts that may be going out. Right now we don't have any scheduled. Live and scheduled posts are here. We can see our drafts by clicking on this option. We don't have any drafts right now. But let's go ahead and create an example post. So I'm going to go up to the top right again and click Create New. And this time I will choose Social Post. Alright, so same sort of thing, very similar to when we were creating the ad. It just gives us more room to say more. Over here on the left, basically just walk through and answer the questions, and over on the right it'll give you a preview of what the post will actually look like. I'm just going to keep chugging along and working with this listing. So what would I like to share? I want to go ahead and do a post about my new listing. I'll say just listed in Spring Hill. Let's mix it up a little bit. Alright, I'm going to add in the property description. For this one, I'd probably add in the link to that property. Maybe say something like, click here to learn more. Oop, that's not how you spell. There we go. So now it's adding in my content. You have 60,000 words that you can add in. I'm going to add in a photo of the listing. I apologize for going quick, but you know, same sort of thing we've done before. And it's starting to build our post on the right. Alright, now it's asking when would you like to post. You can schedule it for the future or post immediately. I'm going to go ahead and schedule this. Maybe I want this to go out Monday morning at, I chose the date and then the time. Monday morning at 10 a.m. looks good to me. And then down below you can choose whatever page you would like this posted to. So super straightforward. You can go in, create this post, hit save as draft or schedule post. I'm just going to go ahead and schedule this. And once this loads, we can see, alright, on Monday you can see there's a little Facebook icon. That means we have a Facebook post scheduled for Monday, September 16th. And if we scroll down, we would be able to see all of our posts here. And once this does go out, you can see how many likes, comments, or shares it got as well. I'm going to go ahead and delete this because I don't want to post this to the Keller Williams Plantation page. They probably would not be too happy with that. But like I said, another great tool for you to utilize. We recommend coming here, setting up all your posts for the week so you don't have to stress on it later. And we love saying set it and forget it. Go ahead and come in, set these up, and then just let them rock and roll. So that is actually about it for today. I know we went over quite a bit. I'm going to pull up our website so you can see our contact information. We are here. So for the scheduling, I don't think you can schedule. I know, let me go back. I don't think you can schedule posts for Instagram. Great question. Let's go in real quick. And maybe that's because, yeah, social posts. So for the social posts, you can only do Facebook or Twitter. I believe. So yeah, when I went in here, so right now we only have our Facebook connected, no problem. If I wanted to connect another channel, it's only giving me the option for Twitter or Facebook. You can run the Instagram ads. You can run ads on Instagram, but I don't believe you can schedule them. Schedule posts. Alright, so I'm just going to pull up our website. Thank you guys for sticking with us through the end of the week. We are here. So for Instagram, where I have seen it is through your Facebook. So as long as your Instagram would have to be connected, because I think Facebook owns Instagram now. That's where it pulls from. So in that integrations page, you want to make sure your Facebook is connected. And then I have only seen it in here through, I'm going to go back, through campaigns. So if I were to go, let's see, create new, social ad. This is the only place where I've seen Instagram in command, is if I'm running an ad campaign. So through here, I could choose Instagram. Oh my goodness, okay. Just bring me in. Okay, so I believe as long as your Instagram is linked to your Facebook, then it would allow you to create an Instagram ad through command. But they do have to be linked. So if you continue to have problems with that, multiple, okay, couple of you guys, viewers who have these Instagram questions, if you guys continue to have problems or questions with that, reach out to us directly. We can definitely take a closer look and help you get that figured out. But for today, we're going to wrap up. I do want to pull up our contact info. We are here Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern on emails and 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern on phones. So if you guys have any questions, concerns, anything like that, please feel free to reach out to us. If not, thank you guys again. I hope you have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.